The Lion and the Three Bulls. In the vast savanna, under the unrelenting sun, three bulls grazed together, their horns gleaming in the golden light. They were a sight to behold, strong, proud, and united. No lion dared challenge them. Their bond was unbreakable, a symbol of strength and unity. But as often happens, pride comes before a fall, and what seemed invincible was about to crumble. One day, a lion, the king of beasts, watched them from a distance. His eyes narrowed as he observed the trio. He could see the tension, the subtle cracks in their unity. Each bull, though fierce, was bound to the others by only a fragile thread of friendship. The lion, ever clever, began to plot. He knew he couldn't defeat them all at once, but he also knew that the key to conquering them lay not in force, but in division. With calculated precision, he approached the bulls, speaking with a voice so smooth it could melt stone. "Why do you remain so close, my friends? Surely you do not need each other for protection. You are mighty alone. You are the strongest of creatures, but together you are bound to one another, always relying on each other's strength. You could each rule this land alone, yet you choose to be subjugated by your friendship." The bulls paused, exchanging wary glances. Had they really been bound by their bond all this time? The lion's words lingered in their minds like a seed, slowly beginning to take root. They were strong, but did they need one another? The more they thought, the more uncertain they became. The lion saw their hesitation, and it was all he needed. He began to isolate them, each time targeting a different bull. He would approach one bull alone, offering advice, tempting him with the idea of independence. "You don't need the others. You are a king in your own right," the lion would whisper. Slowly, the bulls began to drift apart, each convinced that they were better off without the others. The first bull, strong and proud, began to stray from the group. The second bull followed soon after, both convinced that their power was theirs alone. And the third, once united with the others, soon found himself isolated, separated by the lion's cunning. The moment of truth arrived when the lion, now with his prey divided, struck. With a terrifying roar, he attacked the first bull, who stood helpless alone, unable to fend off the lion's might. His roar echoed across the savanna as he fell, the sound of his defeat ringing through the empty land. The second bull, separated from his friend, was next. The lion came for him swiftly, striking before he could even react. With both bulls defeated, the lion turned his gaze to the final bull, who stood trembling in the distance, realizing too late the cost of his broken friendship. The bull fought valiantly, but it was no use. One by one, the lion had picked them apart, until none remained standing. In the end, the lion stood victorious, having conquered the mighty trio not through strength but through division. The savanna fell silent, the once invincible bulls no more than a memory, their bond shattered, their strength gone. And so the lion learned that even the strongest bonds can be broken by the whisper of doubt, and that the greatest victories are sometimes the ones achieved without lifting a paw. Remember, no one is invincible. Unity is strength, and when we divide ourselves, we only make ourselves vulnerable. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.